Hello everyone, welcome back to Redline Collectibles. Today in our continuing series of What's the Difference, I'm going to highlight the Ford J car produced by the Mattel Toy Company back in 1968. In fact, this particular casting was represented as the original 16 castings produced by Mattel in 1968, as I said. So what's interesting is when you look at the profiles, the US versus the Hong Kong, let's look at the differences. The US on my left and the Hong Kong on the right. Look at the profile on the back, and you can see the subtle differences of that little black area, that little rounded area up on top, the Hong Kong versus the US. Also the lights, look how pronounced the lights are on the Hong Kong, and the exhaust pipes are painted on the Hong Kong casting. The other thing you'll notice too about this is that the vents, now there are some variations of this too, but the Hong Kong vents on this particular casting is not there. The US vents are shown. That's not always the case, but you can tell the difference between the two. And the glass. Hong Kong, of course, we talked about this earlier, has a blue tinted glass versus the US, which is clear. The other difference is the base. The Hong Kong base has the 4 slots, the 4 square openings, and the Hong Kong name insignia. Well, it's upside down, but there it is. And then the US, which is not painted, and it does not have the 4 little squares, but rather the 2 areas for, this is actually the seating process. The casting base was seated into a jig like this was, and it was used in the manufacturing process. Subtle difference between Hong Kong and US, and there's the difference. The other thing I want to show you is the stickers. The sticker package on the Hong Kong versus the US. Look how the Ford, the name Ford, on the Hong Kong is towards the front of the wheels, and in the US casting, they're in the back. The Ford name is in the back on that rocker panel stripe. Also, look at the tires. See how shiny and chromy, if you will, the Hong Kong tires are versus US? That's very indicative and across the board pretty much on all of your Hong Kong castings in the very beginning, early 1968, etc. The other is the hatch. The hatch on the Hong Kong, no peg stop, meaning there's no stop to the hatch. The hatch would continue to open all the way. And there was a problem with that, and Mattel addressed that issue in the engineering department. The early castings are open, well, not open, what I meant to say is that the early castings for the Ford J car, Mattel left them like this, and there was too much breakage. Aggressive playwear, you know, the hatch is very gingerly and can be easily removed with aggressive playwear. So what Mattel did is they listened to the market, and they said, you know what, we need to put the peg stop in. And that's shown in this beautiful rose Ford J car. It's a US, but it shows the peg as the stop, so the hatch doesn't go all the way back and therefore is protected from playwear. I have a couple examples of that. The peg stop, this particular casting, beautiful aqua. Another peg stop here with this gold Ford J car, US. And then back to the early runs, no peg stop on this orange beauty. The green, no peg stop. Lime, no peg stop. Purple, no peg stop. Beautiful little castings, huh, guys? So I thought you'd enjoy that a little. What is the difference? Our segment of what is the difference, featuring the Ford J car. And I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining the Redline Collectibles family. We sell Redlines on our Buy It Now website called redlinecollectibles.com. I run live auctions every Tuesday on Facebook, and I have an Instagram account. And stop by. We're always updating things and adding new content for the Redline hobbyist, which is you. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Share, like, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up, would you? Thanks, everybody. Bye now.